All right, Aries, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for December 18th to the 24th of 2017. And this video is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new, be sure to check out that link down below. We're using the actual size of the constellations, which is different from mainstream astrology. So you do want to make sure you're watching this video for your correct signs. All right, so this week, Aries, we just had that new moon on Monday. So it is a week of momentum, building some momentum, getting things started. A lot of this has to do with your 8th house, which is about connecting to the deeper side of life, transformation, healing, rejuvenation as a result of doing some of that healing. So really moving things forward when it comes to depth in your life, vulnerability, things of that nature, implementing that into the world. So with that, there are planets shifting into your 9th house, starting with the sun on Tuesday. So from the 8th into the 9th, it's very much about the result of transformation, starting to see, the more free-spirited side of yourself, adventurous, open-mindedness. We do have Mercury going direct as well. So some things to talk about this week. So let's look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, Aries, so here is your chart for the week. There is the 8th house, gaggle of planets, you could say, all there in the 8th from that new moon that started on Monday. So kicking off the week, I think it's really good to still sit with this energy on Monday, see what is this metamorphosis that's taking place in your life, what is some healing you can be doing, letting go, maybe facing some fears, some vulnerabilities, and accepting them, which is really how the healing takes place. So once we get into about Tuesday, the sun's going to start to transit into your 9th house. So this is now the transformation of your self-expression. You may notice this Tuesday, Wednesday, just a little bit more of seeing the bigger picture, right? And a bit of that spirit for life after the transformation. Now you'll still have a lot of planets still in the 8th house, so it is still very much about that depth and whatnot. But one by one, as the planets leave, more and more of this result of transformation, which is this bigger picture on life and adventurous spirit, good for philosophy, adventure, inspiration, things like this. So Wednesday, we do have Venus trining up to Uranus. And so a good link here midweek in regards to the water houses for you. Again, this whole new beginning is about incorporating more depth in your life and accepting deeper aspects of yourself, and maybe even getting vulnerable in your relationships as well. So you do have this good freedom energy with relationships midweek, and this is supporting you in terms of probably a lot of easygoingness with them, probably a willingness to get deep with them, vulnerable with them, which is really supportive. Really, again, helping you connect to what your true values are and connect to relationships on that deeper, more intimate level. So Thursday, we do have the sun over Saturn in the 9th house. So there is this sort of awareness about how this month in December, we've recently had this shift where, you're really going to be building your inspirations. The 9th house, Saturn has recently gone into the 9th. This is going to be for about the next 3 years, this building of whatever your hopes and inspirations are about the long term, about the future, the bigger perspective, right? So possibilities, potentials, grounding that. Maybe around Thursday, you're just feeling a bit disciplined, a bit focused here on this area, matters pertaining to travel, long distance things, marketing, philosophy, astrology, spirituality, anything that expands your horizons. Yeah, really good to be taking seriously for the next 3 years, but maybe here around Thursday, starting to do that this week. Now, Friday, Saturday, Mercury does go station direct, so really good time to start to implement whatever you've learned, particularly these past 3 weeks, regarding this whole reflection on what is truly meaningful to you in life of this 8th house, what is deeper, what is vulnerability, what is openness, right? And maybe even shared resources, because the 8th house can be debts, loans, other people's money. And so anything that you've been reworking or rethinking about that department starts to move forward for you as well. And because Mercury rules your 6th, you'll start to notice over the weekend, mostly next week, your routine starting to move forward a little bit more also. So the week does end with Venus going into Sagittarius to follow the sun there. So when it comes to those relationships, yeah, I think it's a transformational week here. probably around Saturday, Sunday, this shedding of the old to make way for the new there, and then feeling a bit more inspired and open-minded about relationships and also about values. In fact, there could be this metamorphosis with your sense of self-reliance, self-worth, which could also result in your material life, like finances, transforming as well going into next week. All right, Aries, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for the next forecast.